Awkward teenagers probably shouldn't play truth or dare. I got far more than I bargained for, but exactly what I wanted. In the summer of my 16th year, my friends and I embarked on a week-long camping trip. Amidst the wilderness, beneath the stars, we'd always find ourselves gathered around the crackling fire, indulging in games to pass the time. One night, as the embers glowed against the dark canvas of the sky, someone suggested a game of truth or dare. And as fate would have it, that game, that dare, spun my world into an intoxicating waltz of emotions. Her name was Sophia, a radiant beauty with a laughter that sounded like the sweetest symphony. We'd been close friends, sharing a bond that teetered on the edge of something more, but had never quite taken the plunge. When it was my turn, a rush of adrenaline shot through my veins. With the fire casting dancing shadows on their eager faces, my friends awaited my choice. Emboldened by the situation, I opted for dare, sending a wave of excitement through our small crowd. Patrick, a mischief maker with a knack for conjuring up audacious dares, was the one to set my challenge. He looked at me, a devilish grin splitting his face, and announced, "Dance, a slow, romantic dance with Sophia, right here, right now." I felt a surge of heat rise to my cheeks, my heart pounding like a tribal drum against my ribs. A dance with Sophia. This was more than just a dare, it was an unspoken confession, a step towards the threshold of uncharted territory. Sophia, seated across the fire, met my gaze. There was a spark in her eyes, a spark of anticipation, curiosity, maybe even excitement. A silent agreement passed between us, and with a nod, she rose and walked towards me. The makeshift dance floor was nothing more than a patch of soft grass under a dome of twinkling stars. As I took Sophia into my arms, the air around us seemed to thicken with unspoken words and buried feelings. Her hand was warm in mine, her body swaying gently against the soft strumming of a guitar. As we moved together, it felt as if the world had shrunk to encompass just the two of us, our friends' laughter and teasing fading into the background. We danced, each step bringing us closer, each beat echoing our rapidly beating teenage hearts. My hand nervously found its place on her waist, her head resting lightly against my shoulder. This dance was nothing like I'd ever experienced. A wordless conversation, a slow revelation of feelings long concealed. As the melody lulled, our dance slowed, our bodies swaying to a rhythm all their own. I could feel her breath against my neck, sending shivers down my spine. In that moment, under the soft glow of the moon, we were more than just friends sharing a dare. We were potential lovers, caught in an intimate waltz. The song ended, and we pulled apart, our eyes locking in a silent confession. The applause and laughter from our friends snapped us out of our bubble, but that dance, that dare, had irrevocably changed the dynamics between us. From that night, our bond deepened, a newfound intimacy seeping into our friendship. Subtle touches, lingering glances, and hushed conversations by the fireside became our secret language. That game of truth or dare had dared me grow up, to confront my feelings, to step into the dance of desire and intimacy. It had marked the beginning of a love story, one penned under the starlit skies and around the warmth of a campfire. The dance might have ended, but our story, our passionate waltz, was only just beginning.
This short story is part of a 6-part Truth or Dare confession series entitled Red-Faced Confessions, 6 Spicy Truth or Dare Stories. Part 1. To hear the other 5 confessions in this series and other stories like this one, please subscribe to the Romance Diaries on YouTube. And if you have enjoyed this story, please show us some love by hitting the like button.